Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds for Sunday, October 19th, 2025. So it wasn't a big day. I had fun. I got let me see. First purchase was first of all, I got up a little bit later and I missed out on a lot of records. Some guy had sold a lot of records, but before I get to what the only record I got from this seller, I've asked another guy if he had records. He had a small stack, nothing special. Then I saw this, and I thought, okay, I think I know what that is. So I asked how much. He said $2. I said, yeah, sure. I gave $2, but I bought it for the thinking that this was the GG album that you see on Pink Floyd's cover, Yuma Guma, and then I just realized, oh, wrong cover. Look. Not the same. So I wasted $2. So yeah, I might play it before I get rid of it, but that doesn't fit my car. It's in great shape. So yeah, $2 wasted because so the guy who had a whole bunch of records, but he had some Beatles, but nothing for my collection because I have a lot of Beatles already. And he had some records that I kind of wanted, but not that much. A Yoko Ono album I didn't have. I'm not even sure if I have it or not. Oh, I might have it actually. I'm glad I didn't buy it. Yeah, it's coming back to me. Season of Glass. I think I have it now. Okay. He had a Shaved Fish compilation, John Lennon on Apple. Mine is on Capitol, and I don't remember what else. But then I thought I misheard him talk to the guy that was there before me, a picker that was there before me, and he got a whole bunch of them. And I thought he said they were $3 each, but it turns out they were $10 each. Oh yeah, and you had a Canadian tribute by Elvis Presley with the yellow vinyl, but it's normal, you know. I already have it. It's just that the one you had the shrink wrap around, very, very clean, little upgrade. I didn't really need it, so I put it back at 10. I only got this one because I don't have it. Off the Beatles track, instrumental versions of the Beatles' big hits by their brilliant recording director George Martin and his orchestra. It's not the only album George Martin made of Beatles music, because I know I have another one with a different cover, but it's not the same songs. So it's in good shape, except for Etier, who wrote his name there. Hate that. I think I did notice one little scratch, but nothing too serious at the end of throughout There's a Place, last track of the album. So I managed to get it down to $8. So $8 for that. Then I got yeah, I made a bad purchase, but I really thought I made a good one. Something I passed, I decided not to buy a few weeks ago. Then I regretted it. Then I saw it again. I couldn't understand why. I thought somebody brought it back and or whatever. No, he had a whole bunch of them for it to I don't know how many he had, but he only had 2 left. So it's something I kept looking at and wondering if it could be good for me. It's one of those things. It's called a remote jack pack by LG, and by looking at it, what we have here is some sort of board with plugs, and we see audio in. We have all kinds of audio in, RCA jacks here, video in, PC video in, digital video in, USB in, and then you have a whole bunch of outs here. And you have audio out, video out, RCA. So I thought, man, I could play my computer videos, YouTube videos on TV and record them on DVD easily, and show instantly show something I would find on YouTube to my dad in the living room. So I bought it, and no, it doesn't work. I plugged everything, no picture, nothing. So I still don't know why. I read the instructions book, and I noticed it's only in English, and I noticed it's from the States. and it referred to something that I can't figure out what the heck they're talking about, because they say I lost the page when I moved. I took the thing out of the box. It says something about I'm showing it in case somebody wants to comment and know what the heck this is, because I'm not going to throw it out right away. If I throw it out, I will put it I'll bring it to the dump for recycling. I won't just throw it in the trash, because I don't want to try to sell it myself and screw somebody else over it, because they will think the same thing as me, and obviously it doesn't work. So they say you have to set some sort of other device that they don't go into detail. They seem to assume that we know what it is. Ah, darn, can't find it anymore. It's important that I read it because it's for myself as well. I want to remember what was wrong with this thing. Display panel installer menu. Item 40 AutoCam port set 000. 93 RJP available 001. Yeah, adjust TV installer menu items 40 and 93 to enable RJP capability. See TV installation guide for complete instructions on new TV installations. The master TV setup can be modified to what is that? I don't understand. And they talk about a card. There's some clues as this seems to be made for hotel rooms, where the visitor of the hotel room would use this to plug the different devices, traveling device or a camscope, to play on the TV in their hotel room. So it seems to be a piece of hardware that goes with something else, that it doesn't work by itself. It doesn't allow me at home here to just connect my computer here. I wanted to take the cable, because it comes with a big ass cable with all kinds of connectors at both ends. So I plug this VGA mail thing in my computer output, and I plugged it in here in the PC video in. I plugged the power, I plugged the RCA out into my my Beta VCR. No, my where did I plug it? Right here on my Beta VCR, and nothing, black. So yeah, bad purchase, lost $10. Because yeah, I thought it would work, but it didn't. So you have to try things with. It's not the $10 I lost that pissed me off. It's the hour I wasted, the time I wasted fiddling with it. That hour I really needed for something else. Then another seller, usual of the place, had a present for me, and he knows I collect Steinberg items. He gave me this for free. I went to, okay, how much for this? And he said, no, you can have it for free. So it's 2 frosted light bulbs, 25 watts. 2 ampoules dépolies, 25 watts. Steinberg, Montréal, Québec, and unopened, with the Steinberg price tag of $1.39. So that's perfect to go into my Steinberg collection. Perfect. So that was my favorite item of the day, actually. And then a lady had some items, a nice woman, and oddly enough, she's retired from Steinberg, and the other seller at the next stand also was retired from Steinberg, but they didn't work together at the same place. So that was an amazing coincidence. Anyway, I got 11 CDs for $10. They were $1 each. Managed to round it up. They're all from the same label, Disque Mérite. This guy, what's his name again? Denis S. Pentis, was a record producer in Quebec, in Montreal in the 1960s and 70s, and he bought tapes, all the tapes, master tapes of most master tapes of everything recorded in Quebec, in those days on small labels, and yeah, eventually released a whole bunch of them on CD. So they're kind of fun to have. I have vinyl records of all of these people. In some cases, even 78. Here we have Pierrette Beauchamp, Tu te reconnaîtras. The booklets alone are worth $1. There's a lot of information and dates and stuff, several pages, so just for that. Raymond Bertillon, I collect his records. I have some 78s of him when he was in Les Trois Bars, the 3 bars. And he and a bunch of other people were part of a background singing group. He did back vocals for an awful lot of recordings in Quebec. I recognize his voice in a lot of records by Quebec artists. And I really love Nous allons voler jusqu'au soleil. That's my favorite track there. So, Margot Lefebvre, volume 1, c'est la faute au Bossa Nova, French cover of Blame It on the Bossa Nova. It was a huge hit here, her biggest hit. Unfortunately, here we have volume 3. She didn't have volume 2. Too bad. But it has Toi tu causes, a very short, funny song, but 1 minute 49. I really love that song. And Comme une balançoire is also very good. That's on an album that my dad had, and I still have it. And here, René Martel, volume 2, Call Girl Dorée, is a cover in French of Rhinestone Cowboy, but our biggest hit is Un amour qui ne veut pas mourir. I forgot the original title, but our cover in Quebec, this version is way better than the original. I wish I remembered the name of the title of the original version. Nos Jeux d'Enfants, another big hit. And a cover of a Beatles song, Rien pour faire une chanson. I think that's the cover of Run for Your Life, but I'm not 100% sure, which is a big shame because I've actually played Rien pour faire une chanson on Kitsch Bonbon when I had my radio show in the summer of 2005. I had one show about Beatles songs done by other artists, and I remember playing that one from my a rip from my vinyl. Michel Richard, les années 60, mostly kitsched, and it's borderline. I'm not a fan of her because I hate her as a person, but her records of the time are okay. And Michel Richard, les années 70, and Michel Richard, collectionneur, tracks that didn't know where to put them. But one of my 2 favorite songs. What I like though about her is that my 2 favorite songs of hers are 2 songs she doesn't like. So I'm glad we don't agree. But one of because I love Les Boîtes à Gogo. Apparently she hates that song. But the other song I like by her is Les Hommes Non Non Non, which I don't know why it's on this box set. Should be on this CD. Should be on this one because it came out in 1970. But I love Les Hommes Non Non Non. So 11 CDs for $10. Then before I left the table, I saw something else pretty cool. Société Radio-Canada, SRC Yo-Yo. It's gorgeous. It was $20. I've put it there. No, I can go down to $2.15. I said, no, I'll walk around and think about it. I said, okay, $10. Oh yeah, cool. Because I think I offered $10, and so I got it. It took less than 30 seconds to get it down from 20 to 10. So that was fun. It's beautiful. I love it. So cool. And after that purchase, yeah, a usual of the place was there. He was there at the record fair. I didn't have. He's the one who sold me the. If you check part 1 of October 18th record fair video, he's the one who sold me Hot Chocolate album. So I've checked and made some so purchases because I'm dumb. I was tired after the previous day. I got these records. Normally $29 total. You run it up to $25. What do we have? We have a $5.45 here, a French EP. Philippe Nico, Vous chuchote. and it's all the it's like a sexual thing, like cruising a girl, and I only play a few seconds to check the condition. It plays fine, great condition, and so, and I guess that for people who don't speak French it sounds even better. But I also was curious because at the record fair that I just mentioned the day before, I saw some very expensive Philippe Nico album, so I had a chance to have a Philippe Nico record and just to try it for $5. Why not? Some $1.45. So this one unfortunately is warped on the side right here. This camera won't pick it up, but yeah. But it doesn't skip. But it's a miracle it doesn't skip. It's by Consumer Rapport. Not sure how you pronounce it in English, but it's really R-A-P-P-O-R-T. Rapport is French for report. Consumer Rapport. And they never made an album. They only made 2 or 3 singles. And both songs are great actually. Ease on down the road and Go On With Your Bad Self. I just wish it didn't have the heat damage on the edge. Darn. There we go. Why did I buy this? Because it's the cleanest copy I've ever seen of the single, Disco Duck. I was 8 when it came out. Give me a break. Childhood memory. My uncle René had it in his disco records. And Disco Duck Part 11 instrumental. Or I think it's meant to say Part 2. But I actually want, not that I need it, but I want the album, Disco Duck. And hear the terrible other filler songs like This Gorilla and all that garbage. But I want a clean copy. I've never seen a clean copy of the album Disco Duck by Rick Dees and Niska Sablidius. Never. It's always beat up to heck. Baby Soul, Ron Nelson, great shape. It sounds good. Baby Soul version instrumentale because it was recorded in France. It's actually very good, not worth much, but clean. And this sounds great. And I think I guessed right because I looked at this and it says One Way Street by Beckett Brown. One Way Street instrumental. But I saw produced by Bidou Motoglad Productions. So I wonder if that's the Bidou behind I Love to Love by Tina Charles. And I think it is because this sounds really good. 1975 early disco. This was $10 and it looked clean. I decided to get it. Rainbow Connection Rolls Royce 4, and it's a US pressing. Plays fine. Then I got home, start having doubts, check my computer, although my inventory is way from being up to date. Sure enough, I bought this 2 years ago already. So it's my second copy. I splurged $10. It's the first time I do that. I spent several dollars on a record I already have by mistake. I have to catch up on my inventory. And this is a bad purchase because this was $10. I should have known it was not perfect for him to put at $10. Had it been in better shape, would have been more. Frank Zappa. Orchestral Favorites. So I looked at it and I couldn't find anything wrong. So cool, sold. Then I started playing it, or in the living room I looked at it. I wonder if, let me put this down for a second. Sorry about that. Just want to see if the right here, side 1. Just before I put on the thing, there was a and I saw a scratch there that crosses about almost half of the first 7-minute track there. And yeah, we hear it. So the good news, how to take lemons and make lemonade. In August 2024, the big flood in my area, and I walked on in the streets and checked records that people threw out. I did salvage a copy of the same record. But I still have to dig it out of my stuff in the basement. I still didn't have time. I had busy, although I took today is Monday, I took the day off. I'm still behind on a lot of stuff. But I'm pretty sure mine doesn't have a single scratch, so I'll be able to put it in the sleeve. It's a pretty expensive sleeve, $10 sleeve, but at least I didn't buy it for nothing. So was that the last purchase of the day? I think it was. Yep. So I forgot to calculate how much it comes down to when you take 25 divided by 29 multiplied by whatever it was, but I'll let you figure it out, and thanks for watching.